Welcome. This is the recap of the Monday, June 14th, 2021 City Council meeting. One of the first items that happened tonight was an update from Councilmember Toven on the HRA merger that's been in the works for a number of years. HUD, we got notice that HUD approved the merger, and sometime in the next month or two, things should finally be completely merged. And we've been waiting for that federal approval, and it looks like it's now here. On the consent agenda, there were a number of items, including approving a contract for another performer at the Grand Rapids River Fest the Friday and Saturday after Labor Day. We accepted the low quote from Casper Construction for a ditching project on Linda Lane. We did some hiring tonight. We appointed Amanda Watkins to the position of Public Services Clerk 1 at the Grand Rapids Area Library, and we'd like to welcome Amanda on board. And we also appointed Sean Graber and Lance Kuschel to the positions of Rental Inspector Firefighter with the Grand Rapids Fire Department. Those are positions that we approved the job postings for and job descriptions. And that's something that's been in the work for a couple of years, and now we actually have faces to names of who's going to be doing that, and we look forward to their coming on board. Besides being rental inspectors, we have the additional ability of having firefighters available during the daytime, and I don't know if the public is aware of how difficult that has been lately to have an adequate number of firefighters available during the day. So having a couple more available through the city certainly helps that, and will continue to keep our area citizens safe with protection. We then moved on to approve a revised resolution for a grant application to the US EDA. This is for the Grand Rapids Cohasset Industrial Park Infrastructure Project. We have been working on this again for years. Many of our viewers will know that Ainsworth, I believe the year was 2006 when it closed up, and we've been trying to get that site back on the tax rolls and operating with jobs. And the belief is that there's a lot of good things that are available at that site. There's electricity, there's natural gas, there's a rail hub. But what it doesn't have is water and sewer. And it looks like we're going to have to, the owner wants to market it as a multi-tenant site, and so having those things out there will help. We do have a grant in. That's what this was, is to revise the grant to a 50% match by the US EDA for this project. And so we've gone to some other organizations for funding to help with this project, and I guess the good note is that all the area organizations connected to this feel this is a very important project, and they all put their share of money in for it. One of the things the viewers might be interested in is tonight we approved a cooperative construction agreement with Itasca County for 5th Street North sometime this week, or the very latest by next week, but possibly this week. Demolition will begin on the fire hall and buildings on this block to accommodate the new jail construction. And so to do that safely, we have to block off 5th Street for about a block and a half so that nobody gets hurt, obviously. And so we approved that agreement tonight with Itasca County, and it will be in force for the duration of the project, which could be quite a while. Just for a resident's note, the sidewalk on the north side of 5th Street will remain open, as will the entry into the probation office, county probation office. The doors in front of City Hall will still be open, but the parking will be set aside there for police, because the police will lose their normal parking during this time period too. So the first few feet of 5th Street in front of City Hall will be available for police. City Hall is still open. People can park in neighboring parking lots and still come in, and we welcome you to do so. Finally, we adopted a resolution awarding the sale of about $6.255 million worth of general obligation bonds that we have discussed at previous meetings. The bid opening was this morning, and I guess the good news would be that we got a very good rate on this. So we were projecting a little over 1.9%, and it came in at 1.63%. It is callable in about 9 years, in 2030, with no penalty if we are able to prepay. And it will begin July 1st, so the projects that are associated with that will be able to start going. So with that, it was generally a relatively short meeting, and hope everybody enjoys the warm June weather, unusual June weather, and we will see you at a later meeting. Thank you.